Hello and welcome to this video on Red Force. I'm Sneshish Mukherjee and today I've been joined by Trishadi and obviously who else? Yes. And we're one day away to the grand finale of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup and it's the home team, England taking on the arch rivals, Australia. And
They're arch rivals?
Yes, they should be. Yes. So yeah, England Australia big game at Lords, and what a place to see the big final. The home of cricket, the Lords. So to talk about that final, Trishadi, both unbeaten teams. Both of them played a different a different brand of cricket. Compared to others. So two deserving teams, no doubt about that. But the record of England at home World Cup, that be it the 50-over format, be it the T20 World Cup. 4 World Cup had happened so far in England. 4 times they have emerged the champions. So are you looking? It is going to be 5-5 for the home side.
Could well be. The way they are playing, especially, I think I've said this repeatedly, it's bowlers who win the tournament for you. For me, I think both the teams have champion bowlers, absolutely. But somewhere, if you look at Australia versus England bowling-wise completely, then you would still say nothing against Sophie Molyneux, by the way. I think she has done well.
Yes.
But then again, I mean, the team is the captain is as good as the team. Sorry guys, had a long day. So I think... Okay, here's my point. As a spinner, I don't think Sophie Molyneux fits in the best playing 11 of Australia. In fact, Alana King should, but of course you're not going to drop the captain and get in Alana King. Whereas as far as England is concerned, I think they're playing their best playing 11 throughout the tournament. The only place which was vacated was Natsivar Brun because of her injury, and now she's back. And how? And if you look at the bowling, that's settled. Now add to that, you have a Freya Kemp who's bowling beautifully, getting those left arm medium pace going. That gives you an angle, a very different
right-handed batter
against the right-handed batter, and there's right-handed batters in the Australian middle order.
Yes.
So I think that way, if you ask me, and if you also look at the variety of the attack, I'm trying. Charlie Dean has been excellent. Lindsay Smith and Sophia Ecclestone. See, with Sophia Ecclestone, I think she bowls very well within herself. It's not like she's a huge turner of the ball. Neither do I think that she, varies her pace a lot. I think it has got to do with she does vary her length depending on the overs she's bowling. Lindsay Smith, you would think is a very traditional bowler and would be caught out, but ideally, the Australian batters will need to use their feet properly. And a lot of overs of spin. The slope will help someone like a Lauren Bell. So overall, I just feel bowling attack-wise, England is much better currently than Australia, because Australia also has the inexperience of Lucy Hamilton there. And though I think she's been good.
Yes, absolutely.
But you also have to understand
in terms
the
of wicket,
experience.
maybe you will not see that, but in terms of economy, I think.
See, again, what is her role? Has she been given the role of picking up wickets? They can be anything. I don't think that's her role. I think she has been told to. Yeah, exactly. She has been told to put that pressure, because mostly the spinners for Australia have picked up the wickets.
They have wicket taking options.
Absolutely. But that is what I'm saying. I mean, for Lucy Hamilton, she's just what, 16, 17?
And I think 19 now.
19, sorry. She's 19. For a 19-year-old, it's a huge occasion, to bowl in a Lord's final. If she does get wickets, if she does get swing, that's beautiful. But in general, what I feel is, because England seems to have a better bowling attack, at least on paper, on the day they can be completely haywire.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, and I will look stupid for saying this. But on paper, they're much better bowling attack as far as I'm concerned. And look, I mean, you win if you have a better bowling attack. I think 2025 World Cup was ours. Yes, of course, Jemimah played a fantastic knock in the... you go to the final. Yes, Shafali scored 87, but those Shafali overs were important. Without those, you were not going to win. So I think your bowling attack has to be better.
Absolutely. I think Trishadi has described beautifully all the players that you can look forward for in this game. But we have to talk about.
Let's end the video.
No. I have 2 more points. Yes, before ending. I think one player we have to talk about is Danny Whitehorse. I think the way she has batted, yes, unfortunately she didn't score in the semi-final, but it is so good to see other players stepping up, like experienced.
But there was a direct hit, so something.
Yes, and she was very happy.
Yeah.
But overall, I think she has been brilliant. I think right now, I think she is leading that run scoring chart. I think has run scored so far in this World Cup. But how good she has been, Tushadi. I think she also making a comeback, a little bit break. She was not there, but still, when she made a comeback, the way she has batted, it's looked supremely good.
Yeah, I think I've put up a picture in my Instagram.
Yes.
You know,
You met her.
I of course met her.
Press conference.
I met both the teams, India and England, because I was the only one roaming around. In fact, I met the entire Australian team in Cardiff. They were surprised why is there a media there. Anyway, to be honest, I met I think every single team. West Indies. I suddenly saw Hayley Matthews just walking past. So all that drama has happened, but the truth is, with Danny Wyatt Hodge, because I got 2-3 minutes to speak to her, and it's not like I know her much or she knows me much. I was just asking her how is she, how's Daisy doing.
Yes.
And she was happy is a word, but I would say there is a sense of calmness which has come with with the growth in her personal. Let's say the growth in personal life. I mean, it happens when you want something and you have received that, so you are in a calm space, and the calmer you are, that of course translates into your performance. Yeah, and that's why I think you are seeing what you are seeing, because Danny Wyatt Hodge has been excellent throughout the World Cup. Yes, of course she didn't score in the semis, but that's fine, but Snehashish, one batter that kind of has not played up to potential yet, and this is where we should do a complete different show on batters who have a lot of potential, but those 25, 30s don't go for. Yeah, absolutely. And I think you know who I'm talking about, Alice Capsey.
Yes, I think Alice Capsey is one of the promising stars of this England team, and not only with the bat, she can be a good option with the ball as well, and excellent fielder as well. So I think in the India series, I think she was looking good.
She was brilliant.
Yeah, she was looking good. She batted well, and I think England used her pretty well at the top of the order. Yeah. But in this World Cup, whatever opportunity she managed to get, obviously she didn't get at the top that much.
No, but this was the number she played in the T20 series also. I think apart from the first game.
First or second?
No. In one game,
she batted
Amy Jones came at number 4.
Yeah,
she batted after that. She was playing at 4 and Heather Knight at 5.
Yes. So it's quite unfortunate that in this World Cup she has not capitalized those opportunities. But again, you have to see the backing from the England team management.
Yeah.
Despite those failures, for someone like Charlotte Edwards and all, they have backed Alice Capsey. That whatever the performance there, we are backing for you for that particular role, and you will definitely go out to bat at particular number. So I think that is one good thing from the England team management, and that might help someone like Alice Capsey to do well again in a stage like final. You never know. Alice Capsey might be keeping all her runs safe for the final. You never know. But she has all the potential. There is no
century loading.
Oh my God. That will be a huge thing.
No, she will score a century, Phoebe will score a century.
Oh my
and then
God.
We'll see what the other
I think
batters
just
do.
like Alice Capsey, Phoebe Litchfield for Australia also has struggled. I think that 150 against South Africa, then obviously again starts looking good, but again.
Then she was injured for a few matches, and after she came back, she gets the start in every
she looked
single match.
fantastic in those earliest 10-15 balls, and then she's not converting those starts. So I think the same problem for both of them. So let's see how they do. But before wrapping up, Tushari, my last question to you. For Australia, I think Ellis Perry's World Cup this has been Ellis Perry's World Cup. Playing her 10th T20 World Cup, the way she has managed to put up an impact, be it with the bat and with the ball. Because before this World Cup, we are talking about this whether she will bowl or not. Because earlier she was not bowling that much because of her fitness and all. But now she's batting well, she's bowling well, and I think player of the match already. I think three games out of 6. In the last game, we saw. She was getting, retired heart. I think feeling some discomfort while batting. How do you see her fitness going into this final, and what is your expectation of her?
I think even if she is unfit, she'll play.
Yeah.
Australia doesn't necessarily need her as a bowler. They will need her as a batter. But since you asked me this question, there was somebody, if I'm not wrong, had messaged you one fine day in Cardiff just before the beginning of the warm-up games that this is going to be Ellis Perry's World Cup.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah. Tushadi.
Of course, guys. Just, but that is the way she was batting in the nets. I think, when she was batting in the nets, it was scary. It was scary. I texted him, you know what, I don't like this. It's not good for India, and it did not turn out to be good for India.
Yes.
I
You
had
predicted
said
too
this.
early.
Yeah, she was smashing, everybody who was doing something else, and I think I've said this story
Yes,
earlier as well, that everybody who was doing everything else, the Australian, the Australian support staff, the Australian cricketers, all of them stopped, and they were like, okay, Perry is hitting, Perry is
Perry
on
is
fire.
in a zone.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And she batted in two different nets, different styles. I think she knows that, look, ultimately every player's career has to end. I'm not saying it's going to end today, tomorrow, or right after the World Cup, but one, of course, age.
Yes.
The
Fitness.
other thing, I think, yes, this is something that people just do not want to understand. When you talk about age, people suddenly start feeling, oh, they're age shaming. It is not about age shaming. When you're 10-year-old and you get injured, coming back from that is much easier than when you're 30, 35-year-old
Perry
coming
is
back.
someone who still plays a lot of cricket. throughout the year.
I mean, she plays franchisee cricket, WBB. She plays almost all franchisee cricket. She plays full time for all three formats of Australia. So. I'm not saying that she'll retire any particular format or from cricket, international cricket or from franchisee cricket. All that I'm trying to say is, look, she is getting injured. It's not like she's not getting injured. On and off, she's getting injured. She's having to sit out. And only understandable, somebody who has played for 2 decades, you expect wear and tear in their body. Which is why I do think that, Perry also knows that this is that last throw of the dice. And then Australia has not won a World Cup for the last 2 World Cups, different
Yes.
formats, but they hate losing.
Yes, the Aussies are hungrier than ever
Yeah.
right now.
I think the Aussies are hungrier, and if you look at England, then after
well.
2017,
Yes.
they have nothing to show for.
And
but
this is their best chance playing the home World Cup.
not only the home World Cup. I mean, you have Charlotte Edwards as
Yeah.
coach. A lot of people have questioned her coaching, and she herself said that. You know what? People thought I was doing nothing because we were not playing series. And look
Yeah.
at the way she handled. She made them play intra squad, chose the best team, stuck with her best 11. And Freya Kemp is the best example of
Yes.
how, in
How
fact,
good she is.
in fact, the way she has spoken to Alice Kepsey, I was telling you that as well. She was talking to Alice Kepsey, in fact, scolding her if she was getting it wrong. Obviously, unlike the scoldings that Phoebe Litchfield gets, but. That reminds me, Aussie.
Yes, the video
please.
has gone viral. Everyone is posting and sharing that. Out of nowhere, Phoebe
But
Litchfield
I
visiting
want
the
to know
Wimbledon.
something. Was she watching De Minaur's match? I mean, was that an Australian match at all, or she was just randomly
I don't
saying
know.
Aussie?
We tried to find out that, but we
Yeah.
couldn't find anything.
No, this is audience question.
Yes. Please
Because
let us
we
know.
could not find out
Yes.
why did she all of a sudden stand up and start shouting Aussie, yeah.
Yes.
And the best part is Annabelle Sutherland was sitting beside her and she was completely embarrassed and she didn't know what
Somehow
where
she was
to go.
trying to manage the situation, but it was quite evident on her facial expressions. Yeah.
But Annabelle Sutherland will be, talking
yes.
about Sutherland, she's going to be not only someone that Australia will look at this World Cup, but I think a future leader.
Yes, definitely. I think someone who plays in all 3 formats.
Yeah.
Someone's very fit and very effective, be it with the
Yes.
bat, be it with the ball. And I think even in the test match, whatever test match she has played so far, she has shown that she
she's
can
been
play
brilliant.
big innings.
Yeah.
She has, I think, already smashed, I think, 1 or 2 200. if I'm not wrong. So I think she's a brilliant player and she has that typical Aussie mentality and the pace at which she's bowling right now. I think she's also hitting right 113, 115. I think she has improved a lot.
And then the
And
slower
then the
ball at
slower
91.
At 91. So difference is kind of 20 to 25.
Yeah.
It's very tough for any opposition batter to pick that up. Especially in the wide ball, it is going to be tougher. So in the final, the slower balls from Annabelle Sutherland and from that comes slower ball from Lauren Bell. It will be very crucial.
Oh.
It will be dangerous to see.
Yeah.
Yes.
But before we end, we have to talk about some of the veterans of the game, Nazi Brandt, Heather Knight. And I'm saying veterans because they've played for a longer time, Beth Mooney. overall, I think both the teams have been the best teams, have played out of their skins. But my last question to you is, how boring is it that it's again an Australia-England final?
See, I think personally we would have loved to see India in the final, but
You would have loved to see India pick up the trophy.
yes, definitely. But
If not India, then South Africa.
Yes.
Even though I know currently Indian fans are completely irritated
but
with
it
South
shouldn't be.
Africa.
It shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm not moral policing you. I understand the feelings, the emotions that come from being a fan.
Yeah.
You know, anybody celebrating our loss is extremely irritating. But imagine this: if Bangladesh had
Vice versa.
defeated South Africa on that very day. In fact, if you go back and look at the live, Boriadas Nyashish and I are like, did Bangladesh defeat?
Yes.
Is there a chance? You think we wouldn't have celebrated? We would have.
They we only kind of watch along with them.
Yes, because last over also we did think there was a chance for South
Yeah.
Africa to lose.
Maybe a super over. You never know.
Yeah, maybe a super over. He went up to super over. He was like, if super over happens, this happens, that happens. And we were calculating n number of ways that South Africa can lose. I think all I'm trying to say is, why don't we take it in the right spirit?
Yeah.
That South Africa celebrated because they qualified for the semis. Let's not think that they were mocking us.
Yeah.
They had belief in Australia because what else could they do?
Yes.
They clearly couldn't beat our net run rate, and the only way they would qualify is if Australians beat us.
Yes.
So they were waiting for that result and they celebrated. I mean, if they go to the semi-finals, they're not expected to cry for us.
Exactly.
If we went to the semi-finals, they were defeated by Bangladesh. You know, if they were defeated by Bangladesh, I think
would
by
have done
net
the
run
same thing.
rate,
Yes.
we wouldn't even need to win the match.
Yes, absolutely.
And in pre-show only, we would have declared it as post-show. And the entire match we would have done there only. So I am just requesting this because at times I feel fans nowadays get too much, you know, calling a lot of people names. Don't call players by names. I mean, come on. It's not that fair. But again, I think blockbuster final, but yeah, for me it's boring. If it's again Australia versus England, it's boring.
But see, I think with England we kind of expected that they will be dominating.
Yeah.
They will be dominating. But with Australia we kind of didn't expect them to be this much ruthless.
No. For me, I think I was the first one who said I think India and South Africa are going from this group.
Even I said.
Yeah, because I didn't think Australia's playing 11 was settled.
Yes.
And if you
Especially
ask
the
me,
batting.
and if you ask me, I still don't think that's settled. I still don't think Beth Mooney and Georgia Ward should open and Litchfield should come at 5. I
Yes.
don't come at 3. Sorry,
Yes.
I don't think that's the best batting order, to be honest.
And if you ask me, Tushari, I think more than their batters, I think the bowlers have been tremendous.
Correct.
They have helped us to qualify for this final so far.
And then, when two of your players, we spoke about Perry. Let's also talk about someone like Ashley Gardner.
Yes.
250s, important ones, taking our team past that victory
Mooney.
line. Beth Mooney, in spite of that fracture, was brilliant. So I think overall, if you see, it is
Georgia Wareham.
Georgia
Wareham.
Wareham, yes. They have stood up at the right time. But if you ask me, England is playing their best 11. I still don't think that Australia is playing their best 11.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So I think this is as of now.
Yeah.
We definitely will be back.
We were supposed to do a 10-minute show.
Yeah, it happens, guys. So yeah.
It happens, guys. Litchfield does things, we do things.
Yes, but we'll be back with another video on the final and obviously with the live shows and everything. So please keep following Left Course for all the latest updates regarding the ICC Women's Cricket or ICC Women's T20 World Cup and obviously the other sports events as well. And please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.